This is what a normal day looks like for me through the lens of my sensory issues. The sensory difficulties that I experience in order of intensity are sound, light, texture, temperature, and taste. I actually experience these sensitivities before waking up, actually, before my day even begins. I live in a city and it's loud. You hear cars, you hear people screaming at 2, 3 a.m. as they do for some reason. There's just a lot of noise around. I also have this, which is really good, but basically it goes over your eyes and it covers your ears. So it's really nice to stop all of the sensory input while you're sleeping. However, it does get very warm, so it gets uncomfortable. So I might be fixing or helping one sensory difficulty and I'm just exacerbating my temperature sensitivity, which is the other thing that I experience before waking up is temperature. I'm always too warm and it takes me a while to get my body temperature right so that I can actually attempt to sleep. So I wake up a lot during the night to try and fix maybe I'm too warm or I'm just not comfortable in terms of like airflow of the room. So before waking up, I have a lot of sensory difficulties. I have to deal with sound and temperature, and I don't really sleep well because of it. So, my morning routine. I have a few clothes that are 99% of the time very comfortable for me, and I don't have any sensory issues through them. Even with those safe clothes, the clothes that I feel like I won't have issues with, sometimes I still do. I don't know how I'm going to feel in the morning. Some things will just feel like sandpaper on my skin and I'll be very uncomfortable and it's impossible to know how I'm going to feel. So in the morning, there's typically a battle where clothes just don't feel right. They feel too tight, they feel too big, they feel like they're twisting, too hot, too cold, something. Breakfast is usually okay. I do have sort of taste and texture issues, but they are on the lesser side for me in terms of intensity. So I typically just have cereal in the morning. Cereal is like one of my safe foods. Again, 99% of the time, that's totally fine and it gets my day going and I'm okay with that. But I will get the few times where breakfast is just the texture feels gross to me. I don't like how it tastes, I don't like how it feels. And again, I have no idea how I'm going to feel in the morning. I don't know. It's a mystery. Leaving the house is super stressful. If I have to leave for shopping or work reasons, just any reason I have to leave the house, there's so much sensory input and it's always a stressful time for me. There's so many people, so you're being pushed around and people are touching you and I feel like I just don't have space to breathe really. There's just so many people and they're all rushing and being ignorant and pushing into me. So my touch sensitivity is being aggravated and exacerbated. It's also incredibly bright outside and very loud. Things like headphones definitely helps me during this time. Like these are my best friend. I can't tell you how much they help. However, they're a bit difficult to wear in public because in about 5 or 10 minutes, I'm just super hot and very uncomfortable and I'll be sweating. So they help with my sound sensitivity, but they make my temperature sensitivity worse. I also wear sunglasses a lot and they help very, very much. And they don't really cause me any temperature issues or any other issues. So I do wear sunglasses while I'm out. And you also encounter weird smells. Smells are another sensitivity for me, but I suppose I'm quite lucky because they're very low down in terms of intensity. I'm okay most of the time, but even still you're just bombarded. There's just so many weird smells and someone screams suddenly and then there's a car horn beeps and then a cyclist nearly runs you over and a tourist runs into your face and it's just mayhem, madness, sensory overload. Anytime I have to go out for anything, it's not a fun time. It's stressful. So doing daily tasks at home or having to work is also difficult. As I mentioned, I live in a city, so there's always background noise, which means I have to wear headphones basically all of the time. It's a lot more manageable inside because it's not quite so, I'm not so active, so I'm not warm. It doesn't cause me to sweat and I don't aggravate my temperature sensitivity. So I basically wear my headphones all day, every day. Light is okay when I'm at home actually. Light is okay. I can control my my environment in that way. I can't control the sound outside, but I can control the light inside. Again, this is most times. Sometimes I just can't get it right, and it causes me stress for the whole day. Temperature is also an issue at home. I have a lot of opening windows, opening doors, closing doors, trying to get the temperature right. It's been a very hot summer and it's been hell. I can't deal with it. It makes me just have meltdowns during the day. I can't focus, I can't concentrate. I already can't sleep because of other sensory issues. And when summer arrives, I cannot sleep. I get like 2 hours of sleep for however long it's incredibly hot for, which is months usually. So it completely messes me up. Social interactions at home can be really difficult as well. For example, online calls or phone calls. I really prefer online calls because even though you have to look at a video of a person, it's a lot easier for me because I can put them on the screen so I know they are there, but I don't have to focus at them. I can focus on other things and it looks like I'm still looking at them. So weirdly, I sort of prefer online video calls, and I can also see their expressions, and it's just easier. I have such a difficult time with phone calls. I despise phone calls. I can't hear them properly and they can't hear me. I don't know when I'm supposed to speak. It's just so difficult for me to focus on their voice and to understand and to take in the information that they're sending to me. It's just awful. I really despise phone calls, always have, and I haven't found a good way to deal with them. I just struggle through them. The afternoons typically have some sort of energy crash for me. I've already gone through an entire night before waking up of sensory issues and an entire morning of having to deal with very stressful things. So the burnout sort of starts to creep in at this time. I notice I start to stim a lot more with my hands and I start to rock side to side, which is something that I do. I notice that I just try to manage and regulate my emotions and my feelings more as the afternoon rolls in. I feel like I need a longer break than your average person just to sort of recuperate and recover from the stressful sensory overload of the morning. These days, as I'm aging, I even have a nap sometimes, which really helps. But again, I might be disturbed during my nap from sensory issues. It's too loud, it's too bright, it's too warm. So sometimes it helps and sometimes it causes me more issues. In the evening, I really need a good routine. I have to wind down because transitions are very difficult for me. Going from the evening to bedtime, I need to dial down the stimulation. I need to turn off screens, which is also very difficult when you don't live alone. There are sensory inputs that are happening from other people around you. I can't control that. And these things stimulate me, and I need just a lessening of everything. And unfortunately, some of that isn't under my control. I have a lot of texture things that I like. I have a onesie that's very silky and nice, so I wear that a lot. It helps me to sort of just calm down, and it helps me just relax and to try and get into the transition of the evening to bed. And I'll do quiet things, I'll read. I might just have my headphones on and have them on noise cancelling mode. So the evening is very much just trying to recuperate from the sensory madness of the day, and it's like a simultaneous thing of trying to filter through and regulate your emotions from the day, but also just trying to calm down and just trying to get rid of all stimulation so that I can hopefully, fingers crossed, get some sort of sleep. For me, sensory issues affect basically every part of my day, sometimes in small ways, sometimes in big ways. What sensory issues do you deal with the most? Please like, comment, subscribe. I would like to hear more about the autistic experience of other people. Or if you're neurotypical and you learn something or just have a question, please ask. I would love to discuss this more. Thank you for listening. I super appreciate you. And I hope you have a lovely day. Bye bye.